Oh my god. Hey guys. I did say I was gonna make an overall season 4 thoughts video, but first I need to talk about the final problem because I just finished watching it and I have all kinds of thoughts and feelings about it. First of all, the way it ended is it's such a good way that if they didn't ever do anything else, that I think it works for me. I think it works for me, especially because of something specific that happened in the show, and I know there's been people who've been saying stuff about that specific scene, but I'm just gonna say it. That was not manipulative at all. That was Molly saying what she had to say, and Sherlock saying what he eventually had to say because she could have, because he thought she was dying. If he that's what he had to do to finally get it off his chest that he feels that way for her, then I'm saying it happened. It's canon. It's 100% canon now. And peeps are all super upset right now. They super upset. And I'm just like, yo. It's so nice, isn't it? This is the second ship I've had that wasn't supposed to be canon, or not wasn't supposed to be canon, but that I never thought was gonna be canon, or it wouldn't happen till the end. And yeah, it happened. The first one was Ichihime and Bleach. That actually became a thing, and yay, makes me so happy. And now another one, the second ship. And I know people say like, but it isn't really canon, but yeah, it is. The Sherlock relationship has always been about subtlety, so yeah, they have it's really subtle. Well, besides that glaring thing about the "I love yous" exchanged, yeah, her smiling at the end and 221B. Yeah, I think that's good. I think that's good. She's feeling comfortable again. You better bet he came and checked on her after they got you know, after everything got settled, or before actually, probably before he started picking up the pieces of 2-1B, he went to check on her, knowing how, she was rattled. She was having a hard time. I mean, she didn't even answer the phone at first. That's weird. Okay, I'll come back to that. Go back to that later. But okay, episode overall was the best one of the season. It actually was, and if you watched my Thatcher's video, I was not happy. I was not happy. I was, if you follow me on Twitter, you know that I was a bit more happier with episode 2, even though I was really upset still. But this one, this was good. This was super amazing thing. Yeah. I was actually really curious how they were gonna go with it. How they were gonna spin Moriarty in there, and they did. If you haven't watched it, I'm just gonna be spoiling it all up in here. so, so Euros, his sister, who Sherlock deleted from his brain, or he reprogrammed so that he didn't remember her. That was really interesting, actually. And I kind of actually loved the way they did that whole story. It was more of a Holmes family episode, although we did get our John Watson bromance going on, and then poor Mycroft. I just want to hug Mycroft so much. Like, that poor man. He's been through the ringer this season. I actually didn't cry. I was drinking a lot of wine though. I had this big Star Trek mug of wine that I sipped throughout the whole episode. That I drank throughout the whole episode, and it's just like, I'm surprised I didn't cry. I came really close. Ironically, I was getting weepy since yesterday when I heard about some stuff. I avoided spoilers, but I knew about some things because I consulted with my friends who had heard things or had watched it already. But yeah, Mycroft, I feel so bad for him. Like, he did do some things that aren't great. Like, he lied to his parents, for one, about his sister, who he told them she was dead. She wasn't dead. She was in an institution. She was in this on this island, isolated island, institution. And yeah, poor Mycroft though. He feeling like he had to do something like that to his parents and to his brother, because Sherlock completely forgot about her because he so if you're into the Sherlock fandom at all, you know about Victor Trevor. he was mentioned in the ACE canon books, and so they finally showed him off in this series, and sadly though he's dead. He's Redbeard. He's who's supposed to be Redbeard. You know, I think last season, season 3, we learned about Redbeard, who we thought was Sherlock's dog. Who Sherlock also thought he was dog because like some reason he or Mycroft like trained him to think that he had a dog, but he didn't because his dad was allergic to them, which is kind of sad, really. Give Sherlock a puppy. Let Sherlock have his dog. But yeah, that was like super interesting, you know? And it ended up being that Sherlock kind of blocked it out because his sister killed his best friend, Victor Trevor, who he used to play pirates with, which is really fucking cute, but at the same time, she crazy. That girl was crazy, but I feel like at the end of the series, we basically see Sherlock trying to connect with her, even though they had to lock her up again back in the facility. She was kind of interesting, though, as a character because she could program people in the facility to do things for her. It was the same reason how she got out, and John had met her and started doing that texting affair thingy that he was doing. Yeah, that was a thing. And yeah, it's like it was super intriguing. It's very like really in depth. They did a good job with this episode. I can't remember if both of them wrote on this one. I think they did. Both both of those guys. But there's a lot of things I love about it, but I don't. I just finished watching it, so my brain hasn't completely gotten through all of it. But I want to talk about the series as a whole. The series as a whole was not 100% great, but I think for what they were trying to do with the way they're trying to close it off, since we don't know when or if ever we'll ever get a season 5, I think they did a beautiful job. They made sure to hit all the heartbeats for the show. One of my favorite things is at the end of the final problem when Strad is getting in there after he rescues John from drowning in the well because his sister is crazy again. I will repeat that his sister is fucking crazy. But he actually calls him Greg, which is his real name. You know how like all through the series he's always calling him a name with a G, but it's never Greg, which is his name. I thought that was kind of sweet. I was like, aw. Then Lestrade talks to that winter officer and tells him he's a better one. Because the guy says he's a good man, and Lestrade's like, he's a better one. And I'm like, oh, that's a hit back to that I think it's series 2. I could be wrong. Do not come at me for this. I just want that quote about him saying someday he could be a better man. It's like a good one or something like that. And I was like, aw, they're just kidding all the feels. And then they show my girl Molly at the end after they've rebuilt T2-1B and Rosie, and Rosie has Sherlock and John are playing with Rosie, and I'm like, oh, sweet, sweet babies. And then Molly comes in and she smiles, and I'm like, oh, my sweet, sweet, sweet baby. I adore her so much. And like, I guess that actually really makes me happy because we didn't know what was going to happen with her after the phone call with Sherlock, where they confess their feels under duress, albeit, but yeah, my babes. But I think she is walking straight to him, and I think that's I'm gonna write a thing for my peeps who are waiting on stuff like that. I'm adding that to the Drabble. I have like 2 different Drabbles now at this point that I am gonna write around that idea. But overall, I think it was pretty good. That was a really good episode. I can't say it's my favorite, but it's in the top 5 for sure. It's in the top 5 because, yeah, man. And I was so happy to see Benedict. So I was happy to see Benedict's parents again as Mommy and Dad Holmes. And they got a little bit more acting in this one than last time. I mean, like, emotion-wise. It was so good. And then see Sherlock. Sweet, sweet man. He's been through so much in this one episode specifically. Like, he like, I gotta talk about this. He, like, broke a coffin that was supposed to be for Molly, and I was just like, yo, it's canon. anyone who could try to say it's not, but it is. It totally is. And at some point, I'm gonna do a meta video about Sherlock because I gotta. Those are my babes. But yeah. Because I feel like 7 years, dude. Like Louise said on Twitter, 7 years, and it took 7 years to get to this point, and I think they did a good job. Did a good job. Yeah. It's just, yeah, just all the thumbs up, all the thumbs up. If you have not seen Sherlock and you just watched this video for whatever reason, yo, you gotta do it. You gotta get on that shit. It's a ride. It is a ride, man. But I'm so happy. I loved it. I will probably eventually I might rewatch that episode at some point. But yeah, that's my little Sherlock thoughts. It was not the best season, but it was a good season. I think it's actually good that they're taking a break, that the actors get to do what they want to do professionally. Then maybe somewhere else down the line we might get more. We don't know. But it's nice thought to know that they're gonna go straight into like what it would be in canon, like ACD canon, where they're just case mode all the time. Because I think that's good. I think that's good. We can get the behind the scenes life like stuff, but I would love to see some more canon related cases. I think that would be awesome as someone who loves the ACD books. Stories, they make me happy. But yeah, that's me. I will probably go on over a lot about this later, but this is just my fresh take. It was good, and my babes, they're a thing. We might not know it completely, but they're a thing. They said some things that they finally should have said like eons ago, but they did. I just keep thinking about Mark Croft, you guys. And that poor man. He needs all the hugs. Also, because I didn't mention this last time, where the fuck was Anthea? Where the hell was Anthea? She was nowhere in the season. How could you do that to me, Moftus? How could you do this? I miss her. And Sally. But that wasn't in this either. I was like, what happened? Mary and Molly are the only two, and only one girl is left. And I'm just like, you're breaking my heart, man. But I'm gonna go. I will edit this thing because apparently the file got too large on the first video, so I have to go edit it on my computer. I will see you guys later. I hope you are well and discuss all the things with me, please. Bye bye.